Hey, this is Tim with Big Green, and today we're going to review some tools and techniques that you can use to prepare vegetables that you harvest from your garden. Before you get started, you always want to make sure that you clean and sanitize any surfaces or any tools that you'll be using in your food preparation, and also always make sure to wash your hands with hot water and soap. So let's start with your salad spinner. Your salad spinner is a great tool for removing the water off your greens. You just wash them after pulling them out of the garden and they're all wet. You don't want to eat wet lettuce though, so you're going to use your salad spinner. Salad spinner has three parts. It has a lid, it has this mesh basket that drains, and then it has a bowl on the bottom. If you harvested fresh baby salad greens, little guys, you can toss them right in, but if you are using something like a head of lettuce, you can't really put the whole head of lettuce directly in. So we're gonna go ahead and demonstrate just chopping up a few leaves so that they can go into your salad spinner. The water is gonna fall right off these leaves. So let's go ahead, we'll add our lettuce to the salad spinner. And to use your salad spinner, make sure your lid is tight and secure. Salad spinner is down, and you're just gonna wanna push down the top. You can see right away that the water is spinning off this lettuce. We'll hit the brake, let it stop, and voila, we have dried lettuce, which will hold onto a salad dressing really well. So moving on to your more hardy greens, these are the tougher, probably larger greens you'll find in your garden. We have kale, we have Swiss chard, and we have a collard green right here. When you are eating these greens, you'll notice that they have this really tough central stalk, and so you want to remove that before you eat. So we'll start with our hand. Just for this collard green, you can just pull and strip right down. We have this stalk. Save it for later for a compost. You also could just pick off each side along the edge and pull off all these good hardy greens to eat, again, leaving the central stalk. And you just want to lay your leaf down and just drag your knife right along the edge, removing the stalk from the center and leaving this beautiful leaf for eating. So let's talk about knife safety. When you're using a knife in the kitchen, you always want to hold a knife just by the handle. A lot of people are tempted to put out a finger onto the blade. This is a lot less safe, so just make sure you're holding the knife securely by the handle. With your other hand that's going to be holding the vegetables that you're chopping, pull your fingertips in away from the blade and make a claw shape. What this enables you to do is to use your knuckles as a guide while you're chopping, and you're still holding onto these vegetables. Make sure you tuck your thumb in as well. So let's practice with some of the greens that we just prepped, and I'm just gonna bunch these up. Again, holding the handle, just go down and chop. Now I have these hardy, tough greens chopped into bite-sized pieces, and I can just go once more across. When you're harvesting a lot of root vegetables out of your garden, they are going to be round, they can roll around, and you want to make sure that everything is stable when you're cutting. So we'll start out, the first thing we'll do is just remove the top of this. We're not going to eat that. And then you can go ahead, put the flat side down, and slice it in half. And this gives you a great stable surface to cut from. So again, we'll go down and just slice right through this radish. You can see I'm using my knuckles as a guide still as I cut through. So next, let's practice chopping herbs. So we'll take mint as an example. Mint is a tougher herb, it has a tough stem, so you're gonna wanna pick off all the leaves from the stem, and you can just stack them right here. And when you use an herb in cooking, you are trying to release all that flavor and all that aroma. So you wanna chop them pretty finely, but you can actually over chop herbs, and they can turn a little black, and they can actually develop a bitter flavor. And these are ready to be added to a dip or dress a salad. So the last two techniques we're gonna cover today are peeling and shredding vegetables. These techniques will come in really helpful with your root vegetables as well. Here we have this peeler and the shredder right here. I'm gonna start just with the peeler. And let's take this big carrot here. When you're using a peeler, this is an open blade, so you wanna be very careful with it. So make sure you put one end of the carrot down, facing away from yourself, and just push this blade away, just right along, using the stability of the table as you go. And this is a great way if your carrots are dirty or having a hard time getting fully washed, you can just go around and clean the whole outside. This technique can also come in really handy if you just want to dress a salad really beautifully. So you can go ahead and just shave down some little pieces at the end here, and this can be a really fun and colorful way to dress a salad. So up next we have shredding. Shredding is also a great technique for carrots. If you want to add a carrot to a salad, you really want to get that color and flavor mixed throughout your salad really well. So having a carrot in small bite-sized pieces is a great way to do that. So you want to go ahead, take your shredder, put it flat down on the surface of your table, and just go ahead. This will actually shred 2 directions. You can go back and forth. As your hand gets closer down to where these sharp edges are, you can always add in a cloth to protect your fingers, protect your knuckles, and just keep going. This can be a great way to involve your students in shredding in a safe manner. So below your shredder, you can see you have all these great carrot slices to top a salad. As always, when you are preparing food, any food scraps that you have are a great thing to add to a compost. After preparing this food, we have all of these scraps, and we don't want these to go to waste. Always consider what compost you can find for these food scraps. If you don't have a compost, look to your local community garden or other gardeners in the neighborhood who may happily take these. This has been an overview of some of the tools and techniques that you can use with students in your classroom. Go out and have some fun preparing food with your students. Thanks.